Yes, Prabhuji.
So, actually, what is that? Krishna does these things to show how subservient he was for, how he longs for that prema, how subservient he is for the prema. Honestly speaking, certain areas, Yogamaya appears more powerful than Krishna. But she does these things. She knows Krishna's heart. And she does these things to give pleasure to Krishna, actually. And what is that? When there's a good understanding between, I'm just giving a material example, wife and husband, so that's it. Krishna is, they're energetic and energy, they're not different. But energetic holds energy, that's why energetic is considered supreme. Just because Krishna became the taxi driver of Arjuna, it will not belittle his position. Yeah, but and similarly, what is that? Krishna's friends were not listening to Krishna and they were entering into Agasur, influenced by Yogamaya. Krishna says, "Sorry, yaar, my Yogamaya is so powerful. I am telling these guys are not listening to me." And so, that much in conjunction, Yogamaya works with Krishna, so pastime has to happen, So, but these things she does out of love for Krishna. And for Krishna is also, love is his destination. And only one person has it, infinite level, that is Radharani. That is Radharani. Anyway, so, any question or any comments? Not questions, sorry.
This is very beautiful, Prabhu.
No. Anyone wants? Yes, Madhuri Gopal Sarvagya feature is there, Mukta feature is there, no doubt. That's why, what is that? It's there, everything is natural, why it is very sweet? Because there is no, if Krishna is pretending when Yashoda is trying to bind, then there is some artificiality. Krishna is not pretending, So, but Yogamaya, but Yashoda could bind only when Yogamaya, Krishna decided, yes, prasadham lebirya gopi, yattat prapya muktidat, Nemam virinchina bhavo nasrirapi anga samsriya prasadam lebirya gopi yattat prapya muktidat. What is that? What is that verse? Mother, she say, Krupayasi Swabandhani, Ayyo, my mother is so working so hard. All right, mother, you can bind me. Means for to facilitate binding, Krishna has to give sanction to Yogamaya. When Yogamaya comes into picture, then only the activities will happen. So Yogamaya works in conjunction with Krishna, but end of the day, Yogamaya is subservient to Krishna. Hare Krishna. So, what is that? So that's why when, but then Venkatavata said, what is problem? What is wrong? Krishna is Vishnu and Krishna is Narayan, Narayan is Vishnu, Krishna. What is wrong? Lakshmi ji is going and taking part in the Rasalila. In fact, that is her glory. But Krishna, Lord Chaitanya said, but gopis never went. They never relinquished their positions. They remained with Krishna also, Krishna only. Actually, Lord Chaitanya is revealing the glory of gopis, especially the glory of the position of Srimati Radharani. But of course, we all know, gopis, queens, and the wives of Krishna in Dwarka, they're all Vaibhav Vilas, Vaibhav Prakash, and mirror images of Radharani. There is an information for so many people Lord Chaitanya revealed, actually. So anyway, after that, what is that? Our Venkata Bhatta, so Gopal Bhatta Goswami, Lord Chaitanya gave instruction to serve his parents. Once they would go back to spiritual world, come back and join six Goswamis in Vrindavan. And Prabodhananda Saraswati is the brother of Venkata Bhatta. And Prabodhananda Saraswati is one of the staunch sannyasis of our sampradaya. Vrindavan Mahimamrita, Chaitanya Chandramrita, they were all written by Prabodhananda Saraswati. Actually Prabodhananda Saraswati is South Indian. I told, right? What great has happened when incarnations like Varaha lifted earth from Garbhodakoshan. What glorious things happened when Parashuram killed all the 21 generations of Kshatriyas. What great thing happened when Vamandev lifted, Vamandev took, asked 3 steps of land. इससे इतना कुछ फायदा हुआ नहीं in the material world. Wow, he was telling like that. Lord Chaitanya came and he gave love of God to everyone, delivered everyone. That is Lord Chaitanya. First time in my life, I heard somebody, sort of, bringing the what is that? Bringing incarnation, something high, something low. Laghu Bhagavatam there is mentioned somewhat, but here Prabodhananda Saraswati is actually, something good has really happened when Lord Chaitanya came and gave love of God to everyone and delivered everyone back to spiritual world. You all know, on the request of Vasudeva Datta, Lord Chaitanya took everyone back to spiritual world when he disappeared on the last day. But later he filled, again, unlimited living entities from other universe, and he filled the planet again. So, then what? Then this very next important story is when he came to, what is that place? Kerala. And these were, what is it, Bhattataris? They're nomadic tribes. They are nomadic tribes. They would, employ, what is the tantric, they would employ tantra and transform ladies, and they would use ladies to, entice people and make them join their group, and that's how they would increase groups. Externally, they appear very saintly, but internally, they're very, very, very deadly. Who was the servant of Lord Chaitanya, during his South Indian travels?
Krishna
Krishna Das.
Kala Krishna Das. Kala, can you believe this, Lord Chaitanya? Actually, everyone wanted to go. Haridas, Nityananda Prabhu wanted to go, Mukunda wanted to go, and Gadadhar Pandit wanted to go. Haridas Thakur wanted to go. Everyone wanted to go. But, Lord Chaitanya, he forbade them. But then, Lord Chaitanya, Nityananda Prabhu, he said, Nityananda Prabhu says, there is one nice Brahmana from Bengal, Nityananda Prabhu group. He will take care of you. Nityananda Prabhu convinced him. You chant, initially Lord Chaitanya would chant his rounds and fingers. Sankhya Purvaka Nama Gana, Nama Gana Nipuna, So he would, Sankhya Purvaka Nama Gana. So he would chant his rounds. On one hand, you'll chant your finger, you'll chant the holy name all the time. Then who will carry your water pot? Who will carry your danda and your clothes? You need one person. So this wonderful Brahmana, so you should take him as your servant. Hare Krishna. So what happened? This wonderful Brahmana, so Lord Chaitanya was not there. He was trapped by these ladies. Third canto Srimad Bhagavatam says, for man, woman is Maya, for woman, man is Maya. Who says this verse? Does anyone know? Who tells who in third canto? Kapilumuni tells Mother Devahuti. That is the easiest way to trap the living entity. For man, woman is Maya. For woman, man is Maya. So, can you believe you are with Lord Chaitanya, Supreme Personality of Godhead? Also, you are chanting a holy name. But he was still trapped by the Bata, this nomadic tribe. I have a question for all of you. Let us see who will. How do you conclude? What does it mean? What does it infer?
If one is not regulative in his principles and following devotional service, even if he is in front of the Lord, he will be distracted.
Okay, very nice. Anybody else?
If our heart is weak, or like we are weak towards the desires, even Krishna cannot protect us from it.
Oh, very nice.
When we don't chant the rounds properly, Prabhuji, then the Maya will creep in and spoil all the consciousness that we have.
So you mean to say he was not chanting his rounds?
No, Prabhuji, I mean, whatever sadhana that we are doing, if it is not in the lines of Guru, Sadhu and Shastra.
Okay. Anybody else?
Krishna doesn't interfere with our free will, Prabhuji.
Krishna doesn't will interfere with free will. Very nice. Okay. No, actually, everything is right. What you are telling, I'm just, I want everyone to speak that way. You will understand the gravity of the purpose. Every line, every word you so far you said, is fine.
Prabhuji, to show the world that even though if you're in front of Krishna, the Maya was so strong, then you have to be careful.
Yes. Actually, anyone wants to add? If we are not careful, minute to minute, Maya can attack from any side, any movement. One time Prabhupada said, one devotee told me, I really don't know how much, I never read this before, but Prabhupada told, this devotee told me, he's also brahmachari, he said, Maya will never touch me. And the next day he saw Prabhupada praying to Krishna, my Lord, please protect me from Maya, protect me from Maya. Yeah, Maya cannot capture you, Prabhupada said. And Prabhupada is praying like this. And the devotee was there. Prabhupada said, Maya cannot capture me. And Prabhupada is praying to Krishna, please protect me from Maya. Sort of contradiction, right? Huh? So Prabhupada read his mind and said, why Maya cannot capture me? Because I'm always praying to Krishna to protect me. Haribol. How many of you understood? Because I'm always praying to Krishna to protect me, that's why Maya cannot catch me. You understood now?
Yes.
Yes, Prabhuji.
I'm sure he was definitely careful. But a moment he was not careful. Can you believe what happened? He went with her. He went with them to join the camp. Haribol. If Prabhupada came to America and he transformed the drug addicts, hippies into happies, and they have been practicing bhakti for 50 plus years. is the sign of Lord Chaitanya's grace, Krishna's Kripa Shakti. But this example is another end of what we are talking, other end of the power of material energy. You know, can anyone give some similar example? Where
Bharat Maharaj Prabhuji.
Bharat Maharaj, yes. Bharat Maharaj attained Bhava stage. Very soon he'll attain Prema, he'll go back. He saw Vasudeva also. Vasudeva Krishna. He got darshan also. Anybody, any other example? You know, after attaining such high position, somebody becomes a victim of material energy.
Vishwamitra Muni Prabhuji.
Who?
Vishwamitra Muni.
Vishwamitra Muni, yes. First he became victim of lust, then later he became victim of anger. But of course, Vishwamitra Muni did not give it up. He pursued. You know, Vishwamitra Muni shows the pitfalls of Maya, pitfalls on the path of bhakti, on the path of spirituality for a sadhaka. You know?
Prabhuji, Sobari Muni.
Sabri Muni, yes. Sabri Muni is a good example actually. After attaining Ashta Siddhis, Sabri became victim of lust. Very nice example. Sabri is a very good example. Any other example?
I was about to give Sabri Muni example only, Prabhuji.
Very nice. Daksha saw Vishnu, and Daksha fell on the ground like a rod, and a prayer. Daksha prayers are there actually in Bhagavatam. When he was taking darshan, when Vishnu was descending on his Garuda carrier. But later Daksha became envious of Lord Shiva and offended Lord Shiva, and he had to lose his head also. What do you think?
Yes, Prabhuji.
That is one example that came to my mind. You know. So anyway, what is that? Because Brahma's example is we don't discuss that. So what is that? Maya is very powerful. Actually, the Krishna is infinite, and Maya is Krishna's same energy. So one has to be. I mean, actually, I'm talking to myself. That Kali we are all products of. I mean, at least myself. Kali I'm a Kali product. No qualification. So weak. So what is that? What is that? So he went to the camp. Hare Krishna. Then Lord Chaitanya went to them. Actually, one has to be very careful. His pastime is actually good revelation. Then Lord Chaitanya went and said, they came, wow, we just got the servant, and master himself came to the camp, because once you go to their camp, you should never leave that camp, because you will come to know everything. So you will, you will reveal it outside world. Either they'll kill you, or you have to become one of them, members. Lord Chaitanya folded his hands and said, I'm a monk. You have not, it's not good on your part to take away my servant. Please send him back with me. Send him with me. I need him, because his family entrusted his responsibility to me. He's my associate. They started laughing. They brought the weapons. They brought their weapons. Then what happened? Lord Chaitanya Lord Chaitanya, what he did, they all They said either you surrender, we want you to surrender. Such a beautiful sannyasi. Lord Chaitanya, what he did? Lord Chaitanya is the example of Pranada Pisanichana, right? Then the weapons, they became, the weapons got life. And they started acting against them. The knives, instead of going towards Lord Chaitanya to cut his body into pieces, the weapons were going in the reverse direction, cutting off their limbs. They were flying in the air and cutting off their limbs, and there was a chaos, there was a bewilderment, confusion, crying. And in that confusion, Lord Chaitanya went and grabbed the hair of Kala Krishnadas and said, "Come with me, chalo." Lord Chaitanya did not give up his commitment. That is the true master. What do you think? Hari Bol.
Yes, Prabhuji.
But the story doesn't end. I have a question for everyone. Another question. Compared to what Kala Krishnadas did, what is his name? Chota Haridas, offense was nothing. Why Lord Chaitanya gave grace to Lord, forgave Kala Krishnadas, and why he did not do in the other case?
For Kala Krishnadas, Nityananda Prabhuji was there, Prabhuji.
Huh?
For Kala Krishnadas, Nityananda Prabhuji asked on behalf of Kala Krishnadas Prabhuji.
So for Nityananda, for Chota Haridas also Nityananda Prabhu asked.
For Chota Haridas in sannyas ashram.
He was brahmachari, Prabhuji, so Lord Chaitanya wanted to show how strict a brahmachari life should be.
Who?
What, Prabhuji?
Who is brahmachari?
Chota Haridas?
Chota Haridas, I think he was a sannyasi. So I don't remember now. I'm thinking he is sannyasi actually. But main reason is, anyway, let me see what others will try.
Prabhuji, because of Mahaprabhu and the Kala Krishnadas came to this place, so his Kala Krishnadas responsibility of Mahaprabhu, so he need to bring him back. So that's why he forgave him and brought him back to his family.
Okay, nice. Anyone else? Actually, Chota Haridas was in the Renu's daughter. Yes, that's for sure. In one lecture I heard, if at all anything he has done, he just his mind baffled for a second. That's it. But here, Kala Krishnadas, he left Lord Chaitanya actually and went and joined the group. And the answer is, that's what I heard. I'm like most fallen, sinful, rich. I cannot speak on these high matters. Kala Krishnadas belongs to Nityananda Prabhu's group. And Nityananda Prabhu deputed him. But Chota Haridas belongs to Lord Chaitanya's group. So this is what one brahmachari, this discussion happened, and that's what he said. And also the other reasons, he was deputed by Nityananda Prabhu to take care of Lord Chaitanya. So Lord Chaitanya also, felt it was his duty to, bring him back. Another thing is, Chota Haridas was in the Renu's daughter. Anyone wants to add anything other than that, what I said?
Prabhuji, just one clarification there. Actually, Lord Chaitanya did not forgive both of them. Even Kala Krishnadas, when he brought him back, he said, he rejected him until everybody came and then begged forgiveness. So both were rejected by Lord Chaitanya.
Lord Chaitanya, there is a small correction there, So in the case of Kala Krishna Das, Nityananda went and told Lord Chaitanya, you devotees identify themselves with service. If you take somebody's service, then is no longer connected with Krishna. What is our connection with Krishna? Anybody? Service. What is our connection with Krishna? Service. So Nityananda told Lord Chaitanya, your devotees and in Navadvip and your mother, for years they are waiting, they don't have any information about you. So I want to depute Kala Krishna Das and convey the message to your mother. Lord Chaitanya said, yes. Means Lord Chaitanya did not reject him. So he got the service. But in the case of the later, second one, there was no such thing. You're listening?
Yes, Prabhuji.
So, because the service was entrusted to Kala Krishna Das, Kala Krishna was so happy actually. Then he went to Navadvip and he conveyed the message, he revealed all the stories. And but of course, Lord Chaitanya also forgave Chota Haridas and gave him, he gave spiritual body. Lord Chaitanya, Lord Chaitanya's guarantees only for guarantees for the spirit soul. So Lord Chaitanya is Namo Mahodanyaya, most magnanimous personality. That's why he wanted to set an example for the generations to come. But Lord Chaitanya also forgave Chota Haridas and he gave him a spiritual form. He gave him Krishna Prema. That way he did not reject any one of them. Though externally it is evident that it appears that he rejected Chota Haridas actually. That's what I can tell. So what type of from these two things, what are the conclusions that we can bring? It's 9 o'clock already.
Nityanand Prabhu is our shelter.
Anybody else? Paramakar.
We have to be very careful on each and every moment.
True. Maya is very powerful. And sometimes whatever we think we are right, may not be right in the eyes of Krishna also. Samsit Tararitoshan. That's why one has to be very careful, while speaking. I'm talking to myself actually. Yeah. So thank you very much. We'll end it and we'll continue next week.
Thank you so much, Prabhuji. Dandavat Pranam.
Thank you so much.
Prabhuji, Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandavad.